Welcome to the service clinic at Low Country Harley-Davidson. I'm Doc Harley. Let's talk about security maintenance. A lot of you guys out there have security on your Harley-Davidson, and we need to maintain it. And this is what I'm talking about. You have a key fob, all right? And some of you don't know that there is a battery inside here, and you need to keep the battery at good charge. All right, so a battery should last about 2 years. Now, I'm not seeing a full 2 years on many of them, so I suggest that you go out and buy 2 batteries, put 1 battery in your key fob, and put the date in your phone, and then maybe be reminded of it about a year and a half, and go, hey, it's a good thing to replace the battery, because if your battery fails in your key fob, it won't recognize the motorcycle, and the motorcycle won't recognize it, and then your security stays on, and that can be a bad scenario. So how do you change your battery? Well, you've got a little notch here in your key fob. Take a coin and twist it. Inside is the battery. Make sure you put the battery in the same direction you take it out, because if you put it in backwards, the key fob is not going to work. So make sure that you have 2 batteries. And the reason I say 2 batteries, put the good battery in here, put the date in, and put the second battery in the tour pack, just in case you grab a different key fob, because some of you will have 2, and that one fails. So you can put a battery in it, and all of a sudden now you can get out of your way. Now here's the bad scenario. You go out to eat, and you've got your key fobs with you. You come out, and the bike doesn't recognize your key fob. The battery has gone bad and just happened to happen. And now you've got your bike in security mode and you can't go anywhere. Well, Harley-Davidson put in a security measure in here. They put a PIN, a personal identification number, that you can enter into your motorcycle to say, hey, it's me, I own you, we can go someplace. So you put that in, and I'll show you how to do that. But a lot of you guys bought your bike 2 years ago, 3 years ago, and don't remember the PIN number that you were told when you left the dealership. Or maybe some of you guys have bought a motorcycle secondhand from someone else, and they just happened to forget to tell you the PIN number. Gave you the fobs, and that works, but can't remember the PIN. Well, let me show you how you can find out what the PIN is in your motorcycle. Now, I have to tell you, you can only do this if you own the motorcycle and you have the key fob present. All right, nobody can walk up to your motorcycle and do this without your key fob. So I've got the fob here. Let me show you what to do. I've got the ignition off. I've got the hand controls in the off position. I'm going to turn on the motorcycle. I'm going to turn it on, off, on. Go over to the left control, hit that twice, and then the right control 1. There is your PIN. Now this guy here has 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. That's kind of easy. All right, I would choose something that you remember that no one else would remember. How about your childhood zip code? 29618. Okay. Well, to change this, in this mode right here, you go to your left, and that changes the number. Tap it, and it changes to a 2. And then I can go over to my right control and hit enter, and it moves it to the second one. And then I hit the other one, and I want 29, so I just keep scrolling through until I get to the 9. And then I will go over to the right control and hit enter, and it goes to the next one. Now, you can't enter 0, but 1 through 9 you can, and you continue on to do that. When you get done changing the PIN number, you shut the motorcycle off, and that's committed. Now you know your PIN. So now if the battery goes bad in your key fob, you remember the PIN, the motorcycle will ask you, enter PIN in the odometer, and you will do this controls to put the PIN in, and you can go on home. Now, I also suggest in security maintenance that you go and possibly buy a second key fob. Many of you only have 1. I say get 2. Put a second one at home, because if your key fob fails and you don't remember your PIN, you'd have to call a tow truck. And a tow truck costs a whole lot more money than buying a second fob and having that at home, and call the wife and say, hey, bring the second fob. I want to get home here. Just a suggestion, don't have to. If you've got a second battery in your tour pack, that'll get you by too if this fob goes out. Just a little tech tip from Low Country Harley-Davidson, trying to keep you on the road with security. I'm Doc Harley. We'll see you next week.